Hey Aries, this read is for you guys. Let's go ahead and get started. So universe, what messages, do you have for Aries today? Well, apparently she has lots to say to you, and the way the cards fell out, I got the universe card right there. So this is a very important message she's got for you. We have hope, triumph, suffering in silence, awareness, and patience. So I feel like we're going through a difficult time. I feel like that's what the suffering in silence and awareness card is speaking to a very emotional time in your life. Choose wisely, mental conflict, destiny, and the crown chakra, which tends to represent your spirituality. So that choose wisely card and the destiny card is really speaking to me too, of this transition. Maybe choosing a new path in life. And not entirely sure what that path is supposed to look like and what you're supposed to do. I feel like that's what it's speaking to here. I'm going to keep building on this read here. So I have the Hermit card here. He tends to represent introspection and doing some soul searching. I have the Four of Swords, and I feel like the Four of Swords and the Hermit tie in together for self-care and taking the time to figure out exactly what it is that would make you happy so that you can make a plan to get there. I have the Five of Wands. It can speak of bickering and drama and conflict. I don't know if this is outward conflict or if this is inward conflict right now, and you having trouble deciding and trying to figure out what to do. I have the Seven of Wands, and the Seven of Wands to me represents you taking your power back and taking control of your life and choosing the new direction. I feel like you're in a spot right now where you feel stuck and helpless. I have the Five of Cups, which speaks to that as well, feeling stuck in negative emotions, so much so that you're having trouble seeing positive opportunities around you. I think that also ties in with the choose wisely and having trouble choosing a path because you're feeling really stuck in those negative emotions right now. I have the Eight of Wands, which represents communication. I almost feel like this is you communicating to yourself about your desires and your needs and what would make you happy. I feel like it's tying into the Hermit and the Four of Swords and taking that time and doing some soul searching. I have the Nine of Pentacles, which speaks of abundance. I don't feel like it's financial abundance. I feel like this is more personal. And like it speaks to happiness. I have it next to the Four of Pentacles. And he's sometimes called the Miser card. And to me in this read, he speaks of the lack of happiness that you have in your life right now. I have the Nine of Swords, which tends to represent also feeling stuck or feeling trapped in a situation, not being able to see the way through to make a choice, being trapped in negative thoughts, negative feelings, and fear and depression, anxiety. I have the Nine of Swords is sitting next to the Queen of Swords, and to me she just speaks of clarity and truth. And I think that's what you're going to find by taking time to do the soul searching. I have the Ace of Pentacles, which tends to represent new beginnings, and the Wheel of Fortune card, which represents your fortunes changing for the better. And I think that's what you're going to find when you choose this new path. So I have the Hanging Man here, and to me the Hanging Man represents you holding yourself back from making choices, maybe out of fear or out of confusion, but you're the only thing that's holding you back from actually doing these things. You're actually very capable of them. I have the Two of Swords as well, which speaks of choice and having trouble making a decision and seeing a situation clearly. And I also feel like that's what you're stuck into. You feel very stuck. You feel trapped. And can't figure out how to get out of it. I have the Three of Wands, which speaks of a positive movement forward and positive progression towards a goal. I got in on top of the Ace of Pentacles, which, if you remember, it means new beginnings, which I got on top of Eight of Wands, which means communication, which I got on top of the Four of Swords, which is the take time for yourself and the soul searching. So I believe that they're all speaking of a chain of events and being able to take that time to figure out what you need in life to make you happy, what path you need to take, taking control of your destiny. And then once you're able to do that, it'll be a new beginning for you, and to keep your eye on the goal while you progress, because I don't think it's going to be 100% easy. Nothing in life is. You will encounter obstacles along the way, but to keep your eye on the goal and just keep pushing forward here. I have the Sun as well, and the Sun for me is a good omen card. And I feel like positive things will be manifesting for you along the way, encouraging you to keep going. I have the Eight of Pentacles here, and the Eight of Pentacles to me, well, they call him the Apprentice card, and it usually speaks of academic learning, but I don't think that's what it is. I think it's learning life lessons in this case. I have him next to the Seven of Cups, which represents many choices and choosing wisely as well. And then I got the King of Swords over here. And he doesn't get I get a really dishonest vibe off of him. I also have the Five of Swords here, and I was wondering how he fit in until I got these cards. And I believe that he's a warning of short-term victories or easy victories, taking the easy road. So I think that also speaks of being careful about your choices and not taking the easy way just because it's easier. This King of Swords, I almost feel like this is a person. I almost feel like this is a warning. To keep an eye out for people who are not particularly honest and might try and sway you from your path for their own selfish reasons. I have the Two of Wands, and the Two of Wands represents choosing a path as well. And I think that's what you're going to have to do. I think when you do choose that path is going to be laying down the groundwork for an abundant harvest in the future. I think it's setting a foundation for your future. The Magician speaks of having all the tools that you need to be successful. And I feel like within this journey, you'll be collecting all those tools. I feel like you're going to be doing a lot of learning about yourself in this, gaining a lot of different skills, self-esteem. It'll be an empowering journey for you. I got moving on, light, rest and rejuvenate, and intuition. So I believe that intuition is also speaking towards your journey and making your choices and just knowing inside what the right thing to do is and following your heart. Rest and rejuvenate speaks to me of this introspection, this soul searching that you're going to do to be able to choose your new path. And then moving on is definitely moving on from the past, moving on to a bright new future for yourself. Like I said, I feel like this is going to be setting down the groundwork for a solid, happy future. And you're going to be learning some life lessons in this and growing as a person. That's what this read speaks to me of. Alrighty guys, I hope you enjoyed it. Please feel free to comment. I love hearing from you guys. Take care.